The South Union Township Sports Network, in cooperation with Atlantic Broadband Cable and the South Union Township Supervisors, welcomes you to the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium at Laurel Highlands High School. Today, via live stream, it's the Christmas at the Corral basketball tournament as the Laurel Highlands Phillies take on the Chartiers Houston's Buccaneers. Hi, everybody. I'm Tony Anula with Jerry Dupay, and we welcome you aboard for this afternoon's basketball game on the South Union Township Sports Network. It's brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and CUTV with Gary Smith. I'm Tony Hanola with Jerry Dupay, and we will be back with the starting lineups for both teams right after these messages.
Basketball game between the visiting Chartiers Houston Buccaneers and your Laurel Highlands Phillies. We would ask now that you all rise and gentlemen remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. And now for the starting lineups. First, for Chartiers Houston Buccaneers, a senior guard, number 32, Dominic Mortimer. A junior guard, number 12, Hayden Buckingham. At forward, sophomore, number 34, Mia Mitchell. Our freshman guard, number 21, Ava Papazzoli. And the guard, our freshman, number 2, Ella Ritchie. The Buccaneers are led by head coach Laura Montecalvo and assistant coach Brad Scott. And now for the starting lineup for your Laurel Highlands Phillies. At guard, a senior, number 2, Ariana Griffith. A freshman guard, number 1, Righteous Richardson. A junior guard, number 5, Alessandra Pecan. At forward, a senior, Amia Richardson. In the guard, a senior, number 23, Laura Lynn. Phillies are led by head coach Rebecca Posey, assistant coaches John Robinson and Taylor Mathers.
You can't walk now.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. We're getting ready for the tip-off here of the first game in the Christmas at the Corral tournament. We'll go over the starting lineups real quickly for you. For the Phillies, it'll be Righteous Richardson, Ariana Griffith, Alessandra Pecan, Amaya Richardson, and Laura Lynn. For Chartiers Houston, Ella Ritchie, Caden Buckingham, Ava Capozzoli, Dominic Mortimer, and Mia Mitrick. At the center circle, it'll be Ariana Griffith jumping against Mia Mitrick. And we're underway. And the Phillies control the tap. It's Pecan down in the corner. Flips it over to Griffith. Griffith coming off a big game against Mount Pleasant. She had 33. There's a shot there. Should have been taken by Lynn. She's going to take it now. Shot up. No good. And the rebound pulled out of there by Ritchie. And she's going to get it to Mortimer. Mortimer, 5'10", and running the point right now for Chartiers Houston. Laurel Highlands in a 2-1-2 zone. Pass down. Can't be handled by Mitrick. And out of the pack comes Laura Lynn with the loose ball. There's Griffith. She's going to run the point for Laurel Highlands here today. Down to Pecan, left wing. Over to Laura Lynn. Lynn to Richardson. Here's Righteous Richardson. Pecan, nice bounce pass underneath, and there's going to be a tie-up. And with the possession arrow, it's going to be the Buccaneers' ball. So 7:07 to go here, first quarter. Chartiers Houston's head coach is Lauren Montecalvo. She's in her 8th year with assistant coach Brad Scott. For the Phillies, it's Rebecca Capizzola. Her assistants John Robinson and Taylor Mathers. There's a nice steal there. Ball poked away, and here's Pecan. Gets it up to Griffith on the fast break. She's going to take it strong, and it's going to be stolen away. Coming the other way is Ritchie, being trailed by Pecan. A nice steal there. Great hustle by Alessandra Pecan. Gets it to Griffith. They're going to slow it down a little bit. Griffith tries to take it down the lane. Pecan back to Griffith in the corner. Here's a shot up. No good. Short. Mitrick with the rebound. Here comes Mortimer the other way. Mortimer, nice fake there on Griffith. She's going to draw the foul. Will it go? It's not going to go, but that's going to be the first foul on Ariana Griffith. And that's going to send Dominic Mortimer to the line. Mortimer, the 5'10" senior guard. She's the only senior on this Chartiers Houston team. She's going to go to the foul line for 2 shots. There's a first attempt up and good. So Mortimer with the first points of the game. And the Chartiers Houston Buccaneers lead 1-0. Here's her second attempt. Shot up, front rim. And a rebound out of there by Richardson. There's a pass to Pecan. Shot up and good. Alessandra Pecan with the first made field goal of the game. And they're going to give her 3 on that one. I actually thought she was standing on the line, but she's going to get credited for a 3-pointer. So now 3-1. Tries to get the ball back to Griffith, and that's going to be stolen away. And there's a nice pass to Ritchie. And again, nearly stolen away. Ball pass to Capozzoli. Now back to Capozzoli down in the corner. She's going to try to get it to the posting up Mitrick. No good. Nice rebound there by Griffith. And LH trying to run here today against this Chartiers Houston team. She's going to draw the foul. That foul is going to be on. We're going to see who it's posted on. It's going to be on Mortimer. So Mortimer picks up the first foul for Chartiers Houston. And here's Pecan. Looks like almost a 1-2-2 zone Chartiers Houston's playing. Here's Lynn down in the corner. Back to Pecan. 5:20 to go here, first quarter. The ball's going to be another tie-up, and the possession error there is going to stay with the Laurel Highlands Phillies. On the whistle today is Harry Kaufman, Larry Goretzky, and Matt Barish, and we're going to have a substitution. Ariana Sumter going to check in for Righteous Richardson. So the ball thrown backcourt to Pecan. She's picked up at half court by Ritchie. Lynn hits a posting up Richardson. Here's Pecan with another shot. Might have been partially blocked, and it was. So Ritchie with the block. And coming the other way is Buckingham. Buckingham out to the top of the key to Mortimer. Down in the corner now. Mitrick posting up. Wide open in the corner. Buckingham 4-3. Caden Buckingham with the first made field goal for Chartiers Houston. And that make basket's going to let them set up the press. Griffith gets it into Pecan, and Pecan trying to get it back to Richardson, but the long arms of Dominique Mortimer knocks it out of play. Chartiers Houston with a 4-3 lead, 4:30 to go here. First quarter. Griffith looking for help. That ball's going to be nearly stolen away. Mitrick couldn't handle it, knocked it out of bounds, but again, full court pressure being applied by the Buccaneers. Griffith gets it back to Pecan. Now back to Griffith, who crosses the timeline. She's going to take it strong, try to go through a couple defenders, and that's going to be stolen away by Buckingham. Tried to get it up to Ella Ritchie for the layup, but just a little too far out in front of her. So now again, full court pressure being applied by the Buccaneers. And Griffith will trigger it in for the Phillies. 4:18 to go, first quarter. There's a long pass to Sumter. Sumter with the shot up and too strong. Sumter coming back after an injury. This is her first action of the year. Here's Buckingham. Thought about the three. Goes cross court to Ella Ritchie. Shot up, front rim, no good. Rebound there, pulled down. I think that's Capizzoli, and it was. And there's a nice little pass over to Kayla Brose. And Brose, who checked in the game, gets her first 2 points. Now the lead at 3, 6-3. Under 4 to go here, first quarter. There's a shot by Ritchie, again front rimmed. The long rebound pulled away there by Sumter. And here comes Alessandra Pecan. Down in the corner to Laura Lynn. Here's Sumter posting up. Just lost her footing, and she's going to lose the ball. And here's a fast break opportunity. Kayla Brose trying to get her second basket. No good. Rebound there. Ritchie. She's going to pass it back out to Mortimer for three. Again, front rimmed, and I think that's going to go to LH, and it does. So the ball knocked out of play by Chartiers Houston. 3:22 to go here, first quarter. 6-3, the Chartiers Houston Buccaneers over the Laurel Highlands Phillies. There's a pass, again poked away by Ella Ritchie. Ritchie's been everywhere on defense for the Buccaneers. And we're going to have a timeout. So with that timeout, 3:20 to go here, first quarter. It's the Chartiers Houston's Buccaneers 6 and the Laurel Highlands Phillies 3. South Union Township Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors for making it possible for us to live stream today's Christmas at the Corral tournament game. The Sprouse Insurance Group in Uniontown and agent David Hughes, United Bank, Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Jason Scott, South Union Township Supervisor, Southwest Gastrointestinal Specialist, SWGI in Uniontown, and Zebley Mahalovan White, Uniontown's business and bankruptcy attorneys. So as we return to action, the Phillies to take it out. And again, facing full court pressure. And here's Pecan having no trouble at all breaking that press. But a bad pass, just a little out of Griffith's reach. And the ball going to be turned back over to Chartiers Houston. They lead by 3, 6-3. And we're still in the first quarter. Now, Caden Buckingham going to run the point for Chartiers Houston. Gets that down to Ritchie. Buckingham again in the corner. She's knocked down a 3 from there once today. There's a shot partially blocked. That's going to be out of bounds off of Chartiers Houston. That was Capizzoli with the shot attempt, but Griffith was able to get a piece of it. So again, the Mustangs that triggered in against this full court pressure. Griffith along the sideline, nice pass. Wide open underneath. Laura Lynn, could she convert? No. Gets her own rebound, goes back up, and she's going to get called for the travel. Nice look there by Ariana Sumter as she got the long pass from Griffith and got it to Lynn, but just could not convert that layup. So 6-3, we're at 2:40 to go here, first quarter. Here's a pass over to Ella Ritchie. Nice-looking freshman for Chartiers Houston. As we mentioned, a young team. They only have one senior on the roster, and that's Dominic Mortimer. So Coach Lauren Montecalvo will have a lot to work with here over the next couple years for the Buccaneers. So Larry Goretzky Going to hand the ball over to Buckingham where she'll trigger it in under her own basket. Tries to get it to Capizzoli. And a near steal again by Alessandra Pecan. Ball fake there by Ritchie. Capizzoli to a posting up Mortimer. She stopped right there. Good defense by the Phillies. Here's a shot from the corner by Ritchie. Back rim. No good. Offensive rebound pulled out of there by Buckingham. She's going to get it out here to Capizzoli at the point. Picks up her dribble. Over to Ella Ritchie. Ritchie is going to swing it full court. Here's Mortimer going to throw up a three. No good. Rebound fought for, and Buckingham comes out of it with an offensive rebound. There's a nice pass to Mortimer. She's trying to make a move, but good defense by Sumter. Buckingham with the three, no good. And again, another offensive rebound. That's Mortimer coming out of there with it. She's going to try another three, no. Ball fake. Shot up, no good. And again, another rebound. That's going to be Buckingham, and she's going to get fouled. That's going to be a foul on Amaya Richardson. So Richardson picks up her first foul. And only 2 team fouls so far here by the Phillies. But we're going to have another timeout. This one called by Coach Montecalvo. So with that, we'll take a break. So right now, it's Chartiers Houston 6, the Laurel Highlands Phillies 3. South Union Township Sports Network would like...
Dr. Fraser Stokes. Did you know that colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer in America, or that it can be prevented by removing polyps during a 30-minute colonoscopy? At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart Calabrese-Hoppy and I, encourage you to consider a screening colonoscopy. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
All right, after the quick timeout, a minute 30 to go now, first quarter. There's a shot again, partially blocked by Griffith. And here comes Sumter. Gets it to Pecan. Ariana Griffith coming the other way. Nice pass there to Lynn. Lynn gets it back to Sumter. 15-foot jumper, no good. Rebound fought for and pulled out of there by Capizzoli. And she's coming the other way. Here's Buckingham. Thought about the three, but thought better of it. Sumter blocking her view from that one. There's a pass down to Ritchie, who tries to post up. Swings it to the top of the key. Here's Capizzoli for the shot, no good. Rebound by Sumter, and here comes Alessandra Pecan. Pecan coming strong the other way. Passes it to Lynn. Shot up, no good. And rebound again, pulled out of there by Ella Ritchie. I'm sorry, that was Kayla Brose. Here's Mortimer with the shot, and she's getting that to go. So Dominique Mortimer now with 3 points, and her team with a 5-point lead, 8-3. We're under 30 seconds to go here, first quarter. Here's Griffith, and she's going to pick up another foul. That's going to be a big foul because that's going to be Dominique Mortimer, and that's going to be her second. So now the only senior on this roster with 2 fouls, and we still have 23 seconds to go here in this first quarter. And we're going to have Mia Mitrick check back in. There's Sumter in the lane, no good. And rebound again by Chartiers Houston coming the other way with numbers. Shot up, no good. There's Amaya Richardson with the rebound. Griffith trying to shake 2 defenders. She's trapped in the corner, picks up her dribble, and that ball's going to be stolen away. Buckingham taking the tip after Mortimer had poked it away. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So your score at the end of the first quarter, it's Chartiers Houston 8, the Laurel Highlands Phillies 3. We'll be right back after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Personal injury can come in many forms. No matter what your injury, the attorneys at Davis & Davis will personally meet with you to discuss your case, just like we have over the last 40 years. Trust your case to a local, experienced legal team. Trust Davis & Davis.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. We're getting ready to start the second quarter in the first game of the Christmas at the Corral tournament. Both of these teams looking to snap losing streaks. Chartiers Houston won their first 3 games but have lost their last 2. And the Phillies looking to pick up their first victory of the year. They're 0-7 right now after a loss to Mount Pleasant. So now with the possession arrow, it'll be the Phillies taking it out. Here comes Alessandra Pecan. Pecan with the 3 points for the Phillies so far here today. Laura Lynn down in the corner to Griffith. She tries to save it, and the errant pass could not be saved, so that's going to be another turnover by the Phillies. So Chartiers Houston with an 8-3 lead. There's a pass to Brose. She gets it down to Mitrick. Mortimer thought about the 3, but backed up. There's Mitrick trying to go against Sumter. Good defense. There's a 3-point attempt in and out by Capozzoli. And again, poked away by Buckingham. Saves it from going back court, and she's picked up here by Pecan. Lynn now facing the much bigger Mortimer. Laurel Highlands still in a 2-3 zone. There's a shot by Buckingham, top of the key, and she gets that one to go. So Caden Buckingham with her second made 3 of the game. She's got 6, and the lead now at 8, 11-3. Under 7 to go here, second quarter. Here's Griffith. Nice pass and a beautiful shot there by Maya Richardson. Good look there by Ariana Griffith on the break to hit the wide open Maya Richardson, who picks up her first 2. Here's the Buccaneers. Buckingham running the offense at the top of the key. Cross-court pass to Capozzoli. Down low to Mitrick. She's somehow wiggled away to get that shot up. Pulled up the offensive rebound. And there's Sumter. That ball was thrown away. Lynn couldn't control that one, just a little bit out of her reach. So there's Buckingham to Mitrick. Mortimer. Now to Mitrick in the middle. And that's poked away by Sumter. And here comes Ariana Griffith. And she's got numbers. She's going to take it herself. Left-handed layup, no good. And here comes Chartiers Houston the other way. 2-on-2 break. Sumter. Nice block on Mortimer. Beautiful job there by Ariana Sumter. The freshman showing her presence in this game. Good to have her back. She's playing a great game. And checking in for the Phillies will be number 50. And I'm going to say that's Lola McGinty. We'll have to check that. We don't actually have her on our roster, but we'll find out here in a second. So regardless, there's Chartiers Houston. Made the basket. So that basket credited to Mitrick. Now the lead up to 9, 14-5. There's Laura Lynn double-teamed, looking for someplace to go, and that ball's going to be poked out of bounds by Caden Buckingham. So Laurel Highlands to retain possession. And Lynn to trigger it in. And gets it over to Pecan. Pecan down to Sumter. Sumter with a 3. Ball up, no good. Rebound out of there. Looked like Kayla Brose, and it was. Here comes Mitrick the other way. She's going to pick up a foul. So Sumter with a foul. And that's going to send Mitrick to the line. So the first foul by Sumter. And here comes Mia Mitrick, the 6-foot sophomore forward. Shot up and in and out. So the second attempt coming for Mitrick. Shot is up and nothing but net. So Mia Mitrick gets in the scorebook, picks up her first point of the game. And again, full court pressure being applied by the Buccaneers. There's Pecan. Throws it just a little too strong. Had Sumter and a good idea, but the pass just a little bit out of her reach. So now here comes Chartiers Houston. Buckingham swings it to Ritchie, over to Mortimer. Kind of surprised the Phillies haven't gone at Mortimer trying to pick up her third foul. She picked up 2 quickly, but has been able to stay out of foul trouble, and she's going to get it down. No, that's Mitrick down low. The ball fought for Mitrick and Amaya Richardson, and the possession arrow is going to stay with Chartiers Houston. So they're going to get the ball underneath the basket, but in the meantime, Coach Montecalvo going to call a timeout, so we'll take one as well. So your score here in the second quarter is the Chartiers Houston Buccaneers 15, the Laurel Highlands Phillies 5, and we'll be right back after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network. The South Union Township Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors for making it possible for us to live stream today's tournament game. The Sprouse Insurance Group in Uniontown and agent David Hughes. United Bank, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law. Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown. South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. Southwest Gastrointestinal Specialist SWGI in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Ruthart, Stokes, and Hoppy. And Uniontown's Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys Zebley, Mahalovan, and White. So as we come back to action, the Phillies now facing their largest lead of the game, 15-5. There's 4:47 to go here. Second quarter, the Phillies have had a couple chances, just have not been able to convert. So now Chartiers Houston, after calling a timeout to trigger it in. That's going to be Caleb Brose. Ball's going to be to Buckingham. Buckingham with 6 already, 2 made threes. Mitrick back out to Mortimer. Mortimer short. Ball rebounded there by Buckingham. She tries to get it down low to Mortimer. Back in the corner to Buckingham. No good. And rebound there by Sumter, and she's going to hit a streaking Pecan going the other way. Pecan wisely pulls it back after 4 defenders for the Buccaneers got there. Here's Righteous Richardson, who's checked back in the game for Laurel Highlands. And that possession arrow after the tie-up, and the ball will go to the Laurel Highlands Phillies. 4:18 to go. Second quarter. We're going to have Ariana Griffith check back in for Righteous Richardson. Pass there to Pecan, nearly backcourt. Here's Griffith being guarded closely there by Buckingham. Tries to get it down low to Pecan. It's going to be poked away, and it's going to stay with Laurel Highlands. So the Phillies taking it out on the far side. It's going to be thrown back to Pecan. Pecan to Griffith. Griffith to Sumter. Sumter tries to make a move down the lane. Shot short, and it's going to go out of bounds off of the Phillies. Phillies trailing with their largest deficit of the game, 15-5. And we're under 4 to play here, second quarter. Here's Capozzoli with the wide open 3, and she gets it to go. Ava Capozzoli with a made 3. That's the 4th made 3 of the game for Chartiers Houston, and they extend their lead to 18-5. 3:33 to go here, second quarter. Griffith gets it down to Pecan. Pecan flicked it back. The ball was poked away. And now here come the Buccaneers the other way. Buckingham down low. Again, back in the corner to Buckingham, wide open. No good, and that rebound's going to be poked out. Mia Mitrick tried to grab that rebound and couldn't do it, so she poked it out of bounds, and it's going to go with the Phillies. So Laura Lynn going to check back in and give Alessandra Pecan a rest. Pecan getting instructions from Coach Rebecca Capoza. There's Lynn. Over to Sumter in the corner. We're going to assume this is McGinty, but we'll find out here at halftime, I hope. That ball's going to be poked away, so Laura Lynn We have an equipment failure here. We've got a little tied shoe going on. So now Griffith and near backcourt. Lynn jumped back. I wasn't so sure she established position, but there was no call there. Down to Sumter, who hits a cutting Griffith. Griffith clears a little space for herself, and she picks up her first 2 of the game. So after scoring 33 against Mount Pleasant, Griffith hits her first basket with 2:40 to go here, second quarter. And now here's a quick steal by Laura Lynn. She's going to pull it back out. Probably a wise move. She's trapped there, though. That ball's going to be stolen away. Here comes Mitrick over to Buckingham. And Pecon's going to quickly check back in for the Phillies. Swung to the top of the key. Capozzoli to Mortimer. Down to Mitrick. Nice play again by Sumter. I've been impressed with her. She's played a nice game. There's a 3 attempt. And again, Ava Capozzoli. 2 made threes here in this second quarter. She's got 6. And the lead now 21-7, a 14-point lead. Under 2 minutes to go here, second quarter. Here's Griffith going to take it strong. Loses control but gets it back. Out to the top of the key to Lynn. To Sumter. Sumter tries to get it down low to Amaya Richardson, but just out of her reach. And coming back in will be Alessandra Pecon for the Phillies. And Ella Ritchie checking back in for the Chartiers Houston Buccaneers. 1:35 to go, second quarter. Chartiers Houston with a 14-point lead. Swings it over. Capozzoli, 2 made threes here in this quarter. Don't give her any room. There's Buckingham. They're going to play catch with Ritchie. Cross court to Capozzoli. Is she feeling it? She is. Ava Capozzoli, the 5'5 freshman guard with 3 made threes. And now her team with a 24-7 lead. Sumter with the shot. Back rims it. And Buckingham coming the other way. We're under a minute to go here, second quarter. And Chartiers Houston. Pass to Brose, who gets it down to Buckingham. She tries to kick it out and does. There's Mortimer with the fake. Capozzoli again. That one's going to be short. But rebound out of there by Brose. There's going to be a foul. They're going to call that offensive, and I think they are. So it looks like Capozzoli going to be charged with the foul. And they're just going to say it's out of bounds. Okay, so no foul. 38.6 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And the Phillies trying to cut into this 17-point deficit. Here comes Pecon. Pecon tries to drive, kicks it to Sumter. Near steal again there by Ritchie. Here's Griffith. And that ball's going to be poked away. Griffith somehow able to come out of the pack with it. We're down to 15 seconds to go. There's a pass to Richardson. She gets it down to Griffith. Griffith goes up. She's going to pick up a foul. Strong move there by Ariana Griffith, and she's going to pick up the foul on Ava Capozzoli. That's going to be her first. That's only the team's third foul. And that's going to send Griffith to the line, the 5'7 junior. So with 9.8 seconds to go, first shot up and good, nothing but net. Griffith now with 3. And here's her second attempt. They trail 24-8. Shot up and good. So Griffith with 4 quick points. And the lead now back to 15, 24-9. 5 seconds to go. Capozzoli with 3, no good. Ball's going to be out of bounds with 1 second to go here in the second quarter. Not much the Phillies are going to be able to do once they trigger this one in. Griffith gets it to Pecon, and that's going to do it. So after 2 quarters of play, it's the Chartiers Houston's Buccaneers 24, the Laurel Highlands Phillies 9. We'll be back to recap the first half stats right after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. It's not. Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. It's not.
Smith, Lewis, and Chess, CPAs in Uniontown, would like to wish the Laurel Highlands girls basketball team and their coaches on having a successful basketball season this year. Smith, Lewis, and Chess, CPAs of Uniontown, would like to wish the Laurel Highlands girls soccer team and their coaches on having a successful soccer season this year.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Phone 724-437-2799.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. We're at halftime of the first game of the Christmas at the Corral tournament. And let's go over the first half numbers. For the Chartiers Houston Buccaneers, they were led by Ava Capozzoli, who had 9 points. She had 3 made threes all in the second quarter. She was followed by Caden Buckingham, who had a made 3 in each quarter for her total of 6. Dominic Mortimer had 6 points. She also had a made 3. Kayla Brose with a basket in the first quarter for her 2. And Mia Mitrick with a made foul shot for 1. They scored 8 in the first, 16 in the second for their total of 24. They have 6 made threes, 3 of those by Capozzoli, 2 by Buckingham, and 1 by Dominic Mortimer. And they were 2 for 4 from the foul line in that first half. For the Laurel Highlands Phillies, they were led in that first half by Ariana Griffith, who had 4 points, all of those coming late in the second quarter. She was followed by Alessandra Pecan, who had a made 3 in the first quarter, and Amaya Richardson, who had a 2-point basket in the second quarter. They scored 3 in the first, 6 in their second for their total of 9. They had 1 made 3. That was by Pecan, and they were 2 for 2 from the line in that first half. So we'll be back with the tip-off of the second half right after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
It's gonna be alright.
Sometimes good people make bad decisions, and they end up in trouble with the law. Hi, this is attorney Mark Mahalov of Zebley, Mahalov & White in Uniontown. If you're one of those people who found yourself facing legal issues, including minor criminal offenses, traffic, DUI, or other summary offenses, we are here to help you. Many times these mistakes don't have to ruin your life. One bad decision does not make you a bad person. Let us help you fix the problem and move on with your life. Call our office today at 724-439-9200. Zebley, Mahalov & White, your local attorneys helping local people. If you made a bad decision that has you in legal trouble, make a good decision now by allowing our firm to represent you. Zebley, Mahalov & White in Uniontown and at zeblaw.com. Zebley, Mahalov & White, local attorneys helping local people. Let us fix your life.
Zebley, Mahalov & White. It's gonna be all right.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Did you know that colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer in America, or that it can be prevented by removing polyps during a 30-minute colonoscopy? At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart Calabrese-Hoppy and I, encourage you to consider a screening colonoscopy. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialists.com.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. We're getting ready for the second half, but not real sure where Chartiers Houston is right now. They have yet to come out of the locker room. The Phillies are here, but Chartiers Houston have yet to come back, and here they come now, at least one of them. So let's see what's happening. The referees waiting at half court. And here comes Chartiers Houston, and neither team going to warm up, which is extremely different. Both just came out of the locker rooms, and they're going to be ready to play. Chartiers Houston with a 24-9 lead as we start the second half. And we're going to assume it's going to be the original starters for both teams starting the second half, but we'll let you know that here in a minute. So Coach Montecalvo trying to get her team together here. And it looks like we're ready to play. So, yes, it will be the original starters for the Phillies. It's going to be Pecan, Righteous Richardson, Ariana Griffith, Amaya Richardson, and Laura Lynn. For Chartiers Houston, it's going to be Kayla Brose getting the start in the second half, followed by Ava Capozzoli, Caden Buckingham, Ella Ritchie, and it looks like Mortimer, and it is. So they're coming the other way, and there's a poke away by Pecan. And the Phillies trying to get something going. Only 9 points in that first half. So again, in the 2-3 zone, here's Mortimer trying to shake the good defense there by Laura Lynn. There's Brose, kicks it out. There's a layup attempt by Ritchie, and that's going to be poked away. Good defense there by Richardson and Griffith for the Phillies. So Caleb Brose the 5'5" junior, to take it out underneath for the Buccaneers. She swings it over to Mortimer. Mortimer going to line it up. No good. Offensive rebound. No, it's going to be Pecan coming the other way. She's going to pull it up against the much taller Mortimer. And here comes Griffith. She's going to take a three. Shot up. No good. Offensive rebound, Pecan. Tried to get it out to Lynn, but it was stolen away. And here comes Buckingham. She's going to go strong. And Griffith's going to come out of the pack with it. 3-on-3 break. Pass down low to Righteous Richardson, but that ball is going to be poked away. I think Capizzoli might have got a hand on it. So the Phillies to take it out underneath their own hoop. Here's Griffith. Tries to shake the defense there. Passing it down low, but that's stolen away by Mortimer. And Mortimer going to pull it out and set up the offense for the Buccaneers. So Dominique Mortimer, as we said, the only senior on this team. Nice pass there. And a wide open lane for Kayla Brose. She's now got 4 in the lead now at 17. And there's another steal. Pass to Capizzoli. They're going to say that she got knocked out of bounds. But that's going to be a push. So the foul going to be called on number 15. That's going to be Amaya Richardson. That's going to be her second. So Chartiers Houston gets it in. Here's Buckingham with the shot. No good. Sumter fought for the rebound but couldn't pull it in. And there's going to be another foul. And that foul is going to be on Richardson again. So quickly, Amaya Richardson, the 5-foot senior guard, picks up 2 quick fouls. And they're going to have to sub her out. But more importantly, it's going to send Ella Ritchie to the line. Ritchie, the 5'6" freshman, did not score in that first half and played excellent defense for the Buccaneers. She knocks down her first foul shot attempt. So now we did find out who number 50 is. Her name is Nia Dillard. She was not on the roster, so we apologize for that. Second attempt by Ritchie is up and good, so she's got 2. And the lead now at 19, 28-9. Inbound pass, tried to get it to Sumter, but that was poked away by Brose. And we're going to have another foul. No, we're going to have a travel. So Sumter, good defense to force the travel. And here's full court pressure. Griffith gets the ball to Pecan. Back to Griffith, who's pinned against the sideline. Over to Alessandra Pecan. Here comes Sumter. Sumter going to try to drive the lane. Nice pass there to Dillard. Dillard shot no good. And the rebound pulled out of there by Ritchie. And Ritchie's going to get called for the travel. So Dillard and Sumter putting pressure on Ritchie as she got the rebound. And she just shuffled her feet a little bit trying to get some room and got called for the travel. So here comes Griffith to the top of the key to Pecan. Sumter with the shot in the lane, and good. Ariana Sumter with her first 2 points of the game. And the Phillies now in double digits. They trail 28-11, 5:40 to go here. Third quarter. Pass down in the corner to Buckingham. She's going to bring it to the top of the key to Capizzoli to Mortimer. Here comes Buckingham for 3. Up, no good. Rebound there by Sumter. And Sumter's going to get it out to the streaking Ariana Griffith. She's going to go up strong. No foul and no basket. And here comes Buckingham. Good defense there to stop that fast break. Pass back out to Buckingham. Over to Ritchie. Ball being swung around. Here's Capizzoli for 3. No good. Rebound pulled out of there by Mortimer. She tried to put it on the floor. Capizzoli with another attempt at a 3. And she's going to pick up a foul, and I think that's going to be on Alessandra Pecan. And it is. So Pecan fouls Capizzoli as she was attempting a 3. So she's going to go to the line for 3 foul shots. Capizzoli had a huge second quarter for the Buccaneers. She had 3 made threes in that quarter. And now back rims the first attempt. Trying to get into double figures. Her second attempt up and no good. So she'll have a third attempt. Now Maya Mitrick's going to check in, give Dominic Mortimer a little breather. 4:53 to go here, third quarter. And the third attempt is good. So Capozzoli now with 10 points. And again, full court pressure being applied. 18-point lead by the Buccaneers. And here comes Griffith. Griffith tries to get it to Dillard, and that's going to be stolen away by Mitrick, who just checked in. Outlet pass to Ritchie. And Ella Ritchie now with 4 points in the quarter, 4 for the game. And there's another steal. Capozzoli put back by Ritchie, and that ball's being fought for. Another offensive rebound by the Buccaneers. Gets it down to Mitrick, and that's going to be stolen away. Griffith able to steal it away, and she's going to take it to the basket. No, she's going to pull up. Thought about the three. Gets it to Sumter. Sumter to Griffith. Back to Sumter. Sumter going to go baseline. Gets it to Pecan. Pecan kicks it to Laura Lynn. Lynn through the lane with the shot. No good. Here comes Caden Buckingham. Buckingham's had a good game. She's got 6, but have done a great job defensively and running the point. And we're going to have a tie up there. So Laura Lynn and Buckingham. And that possession arrow going to go to the Phillies with 3:56 to go here, third quarter. And the lead now at its largest, 31-11. The Buccaneers with a 20-point lead here. 3:56 to go. And the Phillies looking to make something happen offensively. Lynn, near steal again by Ritchie. Shot in the lane, no good by Sumter. Rebound there by Amaya Richardson. And again, a tie-up, and that ball's going to go back to Chartiers Houston on the possession arrow. 3:41 to go, third quarter. Here comes Buckingham. Over to Capozzoli. Now to Ritchie. They're going to swing it around the perimeter. Back to Ritchie. Buckingham, Capozzoli. Gets it down to Brose, who's in the lane. Ball's going to be kicked around. And Dillard with a tie-up on Brose. And that ball's going to go to the Phillies. So 3:18 to go. And now Chartiers Houston going to back up with a 20-point lead. 3:15 to go here, third quarter. Pass over to Sumter. Sumter gets it back to Laura Lynn. Lynn down in the corner to Pecan. Pecan up. No good. Rebound fought for, pulled out of there by Sumter. She couldn't get it to go. She struggles to get it. Gets the ball back. She's going to go up strong, and she's going to pick up the foul. So good job there by Sumter. She picked up the foul on Caleb Brose. So Sumter, the freshman, with 2 points. Her first attempt, no good. The Phillies now 2 for 3 from the foul line here in this game. And Sumter trying to score only the third point for the Phillies in this third quarter. That ball did not hit any rim. So on the miss, it's going to be out of bounds to the Chartiers Houston Buccaneers. Coach Montecalvo pulling Buckingham out of the game, giving her a little chat, a little instruction. Her team with a 20-point lead. There's Mortimer with the ball fake. Gets in the lane. Nice pass there to Brose. That ball's going to be pulled out of there by Dillard. She tried to get it out to Sumter. We're going to have another foul. And we are. So let's see what the call is here. A lot of activity underneath there in the lane. So that foul is going to be on number 15. And that's going to be the fourth foul on Amaya Richardson. And it's going to send Mia Mitrick to the line. Mitrick 1 for 2 from the line in that first half. Misses her first attempt. She's going to have another. So here's Mitrick's attempt. Knocks down the second. So Mitrick with 2 points. And again, full court pressure being applied by the Buccaneers. There's Pecan trying to work it out. Near 10 count. Can she get it across the timeline? And it's going to be 10. So the full court pressure being applied. Chartiers Houston leading 32-11. In the 10-second count, the Phillies could not get it past midcourt. So now on the turnover, it's going to be Ella Ritchie to trigger it in. She gets it to Capozzoli. To Brose. Here's Capozzoli for 3. Short. Ball going to be knocked out of bounds. Neither Dillard nor Griffith could retain possession of it, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. So 2:16 to go, third quarter. There's a pass out to the top of the key to Brose, to Mortimer. Mortimer going to bring it back out. Swings it cross court to Capozzoli. Her 3 off the mark, and Griffith with the rebound. She's going to get through 2 defenders. Over to Laura Lynn. Gets it back to Griffith. A nice steal there by Mitrick. Nice, even better steal by Sumter, and there's a layup on the other side. So Sumter with the steal and a nice look there underneath to hit Griffith. For the easy layup, Griffith now has 6. And the Phillies trail now 32-13, under 2 to go. And that's going to be a travel. Ritchie had the chance to take a 3, but just stepped in and got called for the walk. So 1:50 to go here, third quarter. And the Phillies trying to cut into this 19-point lead. Sumter with the shot up, no good. And rebound out of there by Mortimer. Mortimer just used her side there over the much smaller Dillard. And here comes Griffith. Griffith going to go by herself. 1-on-4. No, she's going to pull it back out. Good move there. There's Sumter cross-court pass to Dillard. Griffith with a 3, a long 3, and she gets the shooter's bounce. So Ariana Griffith with 5 in the quarter, 9 for the game. And her team now trails 32-16. 1:05 to go, third quarter. There's a pass to Mitrick, top of the key, Capozzoli. And again, another three-pointer. Ava Capozzoli having a game. She's got 13. 4 made threes. And her lead's back up to 19. There's Dillard with the miss. Ball going to be knocked out of bounds off of Mia Mitrick. So 19-point lead with 47 seconds to go, third quarter. And Chartiers Houston Buccaneers now looking to close out this third quarter. There's Griffith down in the corner. She's going to try to go baseline. Kicks it back out to Lynn. Lynn with the shot, no good. And Mitrick with the rebound over to Dominic Mortimer. Mortimer with a head of steam gets it over to Brose, and Brose is going to get pounded. She took it to the basket strong, but she's going to pick up the foul, and that's going to be on Ariana Sumter. And Sumter was not going to give up that easy layup, and that's going to send Caleb Brose to the line. Brose, 4 points on the game, and misses her first attempt. So 27.4 seconds to go. And Brose looking to make it a 20-point lead again for Chartiers Houston. And her shot back rim, no good. But a rebound there by Mitrick. And that ball was blocked by Griffith. So Chartiers Houston going to trigger it in from underneath their basket. 23.3 seconds to go. An inbound pass, nearly a 5-second count. But able to get it to Ritchie. There's Mitrick with the shot off the mark. And Griffith with the rebound, and she's coming the other way. Griffith going to take it strong against Mitrick. She's going to draw the foul. Good job by Ariana Griffith to get through the defense there and pick up the foul on Mitrick. That's only her first foul. It's going to send Ariana back to the line. She's 2 for 2 from the line today, so with 9.2 seconds, she's got a chance to cut into this lead, and she does. Knocks down the first. So Griffith now in double digits. She's got 10. Here's her second attempt. Up and good. So Griffith 4 for 4 from the line. The Phillies now trail by 17, 35-18. Under 5 seconds to go here, third quarter. There's a shot from Brose up. Back rim, no good. Mitrick with the rebound, but unable to get the shot off. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's the Chartiers Houston Buccaneers 35, the Laurel Highlands Phillies 18. We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter right after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Are you getting collection calls, finding bills in the mail you can't pay? Are you expecting shutoff or foreclosure notices? If you're in financial trouble, you need to know that there is help under the law that will help protect you and your assets. Hi, this is Attorney Chuck Zebley with Zebley, Mahalath & White. Allow us to help you protect yourself. If you're in debt and have no way out, let us help you understand your options under the federal bankruptcy laws. Filing bankruptcy is not the end of the road. For many, it's a fresh start and a new beginning. So give our office a call today, 724-439-9200, or visit our website at zeblaw.com. Zebley, Mahalath & White in Uniontown, local attorneys helping local people. Let us help you fix your life.
Zebley, Mahalath & White. It's gonna be all right.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter of play. The Chartiers Houston Buccaneers with a 35-18 lead over the Laurel Highlands Phillies in the first game of this Christmas at the Corral tournament. Second game will pit Washington against Albert Gallatin girls. So here's Capizzoli, and that blocked by Griffith. Nice block. She was almost able to corral it, but knocked it out of bounds. But good job by Griffith to step out. You surely don't want to give Capizzoli that shot. She has 4 made threes in this game, high score for either team with 13. And good job there by Griffith to block that shot. So here's Capizzoli with the dump down pass to Mortimer. And again, Griffith out there with the near steal. Here's Mortimer going to try to drive the lane, kicks it to Brose. Brose with the shot. Up and good. So Kayla Brose now with 6 points. Lead now at 19. And there's a near steal. And they're going to call a carry by Pecan. 7:15 to go in this contest. And Chartiers Houston with a 37-18 lead over the Laurel Highlands Phillies. There's a pass over to Ritchie by Buckingham. Ritchie to Capizzoli. Down to Brose, who's posting up. Good defense there by Sumter. They're going to have a foul. They're going to call that foul. Let's see if they call that on Griffith. No, they're going to call a push. They're going to call that on Buckingham. So Buckingham picks up her first foul of the contest. And the Phillies to trigger it in. Again, full court pressure being applied by the Chartiers Houston Buccaneers. And there's a steal. Good hands there by Ritchie. She gets the pass back, goes up for the layup, and good. So Ella Ritchie rewarded for the steal. She gets the easy layup. She's got 6. And the lead now at 21-39-18. And that ball poked out of play by Buckingham and Kayla Brose. And now Chartiers Houston going to set up in a 1-2-2 zone. Here's Pecan. Gets it over to Dillard. To Laura Lynn. To Griffith. To Sumter, top of the key. Gets it back to Griffith. Nice little spin move. Going to kick it back out to Sumter. Again, playing catch with Griffith. Nice move there. Ariana Griffith now with 13. She's tied for game-high points with Capizzoli. And her team trails by 19, 39-20. 6 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. Buckingham going to swing it back out. Capizzoli to Buckingham, top of the key. And that's going to be stolen away. And nice job there. Griffith just shielded Ritchie from trying to save that ball from going out of bounds. So now the Phillies trying to cut into this 19-point lead. They trail with 5:50 to go here, fourth quarter. Here's Pecan. Gets it over to Griffith, but it's going to go right through her hands. So this full court pressure being applied by Chartiers Houston. And the Phillies having a tough time getting it across the timeline right now. So Buckingham to Ritchie, over here to Capozzoli. Buckingham, we're going to have a timeout. So timeout called by Coach Lauren Montecalvo, so we'll take one as well. 5:33 to go here. Fourth quarter, it's the Chartiers Houston Buccaneers 39. The Laurel Highlands Phillies 20. The South Union Township Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors for making it possible for us to live stream today's Christmas at the Corral tournament game. The Sprouse Insurance Group in Uniontown and agent David Hughes. United Bank, Davis & Davis attorneys at law. Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown. Jason Scott, South Union Township Supervisor. Southwest Gastrointestinal Specialist, SWGI in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Ruthart, Stokes, and Hoppy. And Zebley, Mahalovan White, Uniontown's business and bankruptcy attorneys. So after the 60-second timeout, Chartiers Houston Buccaneers leading 39-20 over the Laurel Highlands Phillies. The Phillies, as we said, trying to snap a 7-game losing streak. They're 0-7 coming into play, 0-2 in Section 3 5A. But this being a non-conference game. Chartiers Houston, as we said previously, had won their first 3 games but have lost their last 2. And they're trying to get off the schneid here. And they have a 19-point lead right now with 5:33 to go. Here's Mortimer driving the lane, shot up, and she gets it to go. Dominic Mortimer now with 8. And her team with a 21-point lead. Here's Sumter, gets it back to Griffith, a little over her head. Lauren Lynn with the 3 attempt, no good. Falling there is Richardson. And here comes Capozzoli, gets it to Brose. Brose with a little shot, no good. Sumter with the rebound and gets it to Pecan. Pecan decides better to take it against Mortimer. Gets it over to Griffith. Griffith going to take a 3 from the parking lot, and it's going to be a little short. And Buckingham's going to come out of there with the rebound. Gets it to the left wing to Ritchie. And now Mortimer going to slow things down. So Buckingham gets the ball, and she's going to run the point. Buckingham being guarded there by Pecan. 4.5 to go in this contest. There's a pass to Capozzoli. And there's a steal. Good anticipation there by Griffith. And Capozzoli going to pick up the foul. So the 5'5" freshman now with 2 fouls. It's only the 4th team foul. So Laurel Highlands will trigger it in from the far sideline. Griffith going to get the ball from referee Larry Goretzky. And Griffith gets it back to Pecan. Pecan crosses the timeline. Gets it to Laura Lynn. Lynn out to Sumter. Lynn tried to get it down low to Sumter, but just threw it away. And here comes Ritchie the other side. And a Euro step, and they're going to call her for a travel. She tried to make a little step there, pull it back out, but drug her foot and gets called for the walk. So 4:01 to go, and now Chartiers Houston relaxing their defense a little bit. They're up 21. Just going to settle back into this 1-2-2 zone. There's Griffith, top of the key. She's going to drive the middle. And couldn't get the floater to go. And out of there comes Kayla Brose. Brose to Capozzoli, and they're going to set it up, work some time. 3:35 to go here, fourth quarter. And their lead at 41 to 20. Buckingham. Cross-court pass to Capozzoli. She thought about a 3, but then pulled it back out. Ritchie now. Cross-court to Capozzoli. She's going to take a 3. No good. Rebound there by Kayla Brose, and back to Capozzoli for another three, and that's no good. And here comes Griffith with the rebound there. Griffith gets it up to Pecan. Pecan, again, thought about the three, but Mortimer was in her face. That ball's going to be poked away. That's going to be a steal by Chartiers Houston. Under 3 to go. And the lead at 21. Here comes Mortimer down in the corner. Buckingham up and good. Only a 2-pointer, though. Buckingham foot on the line. She's got 8. And the lead now at the largest, 43 to 20, a 23-point lead. So with 2:42 to go, the Phillies are going to take a timeout, and we'll take one as well on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and does not.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network, where the Laurel Highlands Phillies trail the Chartiers Houston Buccaneers by 23, 43 to 20. Timeout called there by the Phillies. So it looks like Coach Montecalvo's team going to pick up their 4th win of the season. They're going to improve to 4-2. And the Phillies going to drop their 8th straight as the season starts. So now Griffith gets it into Pecan. 2:40 to go. Sumter in the corner to Lynn. Lynn with the 3, up, just short. And again, Buckingham with another rebound. She's had a nice game. An extremely balanced team, Chartiers Houston. Here comes Sumter with the steal. She's going to take it strong, and she's going to get the foul. Couldn't get it to go, but that foul's going to be on Capozzoli, and that's going to be her 3rd, but that's going to send Sumter to the line. Sumter with 2 points on the day, 0 for 2 from the line. She missed a couple attempts in that 3rd quarter. Her first attempt, no good. The Phillies now 4 for 7 from the line, and here comes the 2nd attempt. Up and back rims it. And the rebound pulled out of there by Chartiers Houston. Capozzoli going to run the point this time. Gets it to Mortimer. Mortimer tries to get it to the middle. And that's number 20. That's Alexis Fetsko's checked in. And her shot just a little too strong. So Griffith's going to drive the lane. And she got hip checked right there by Dominique Mortimer. Mortimer, that's only her 3rd foul. She had 2 quick fouls early in that 1st quarter. But the Phillies unable to get her in foul trouble, and I think that would have made a big difference in this game. So here's Pecan. Driving the lane, tried to get the floater off, but nice block there by Fetsko. The ball picked up and swung back out to Griffith, top of the key. Now Sumter making a move. And the floater, no good. That ball's going to be knocked out about. No, it's saved. So Mitrick with the save. And the Buccaneers coming the other way. We're under a minute and a half to go in this contest. Here's Mitrick in the corner. And there's a steal by Pecan. She saved it back in, just couldn't control it inbounds. And Capozzoli's going to get called for the travel. So the Phillies now take possession with 1:16 to go in this contest. You're going to have another substitute check back in for Chartiers Houston. Can't get a number here just yet. Here's Sumter with the 3. No good, but she's going to get fouled. So probably an ill-advised foul, no doubt. That's Alexis Fetsko, the 5'8 freshman center. And she fouls Sumter behind the line, but Sumter 0 for 4 on the day from the line, but she's going to have 3 attempts. And she knocks down the first one. So Sumter with 3 on the day. And that's her first made foul shot. As we said, she was 0 for 4 before that attempt. Now knocking him down like it's nothing. So 2 quick points. And checking in for Chartiers Houston is Alicia Colson, number 15. And the third attempt, no good for Sumter. And also checking in is number 3, Addison Mazon. So here's Buckingham running the point. We're under a minute to go. And the Phillies trail by 21, 43-22. There's a shot in the lane by Fetzko, no good. Fought for, and here comes Griffith coming out of the pack. Gets the ball to Lynn. Back to Griffith. She's going to try to make a move. That ball's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be off of Griffith. So 39.1 seconds to go. And here's Buckingham, the 5'5" junior guard. Going to walk it across, and you can't blame her. Just run the rest of this time out. The Chartiers Houston Buccaneers going to pick up a victory here today. Here's Buckingham. Coach Montecalvo just saying to slow it down, pass it around, run it out. So right now, Mittrick and Buckingham playing catch. Mittrick again, back to Buckingham, and that's going to do it. As the clock counts down under 3 seconds, and that's going to do it. So your final score here from the Mustang Corral, it's the Chartiers Houston Buccaneers 43, the Laurel Highlands Phillies 22. We'll be back with your final stats right after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Have you ever felt something stick in your chest when swallowing? This can be caused by a narrowing in your esophagus from inflammation, scar tissue, or rarely a tumor. At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologist, Dr. Ruthart Calabrese Hoppy, and I specialize in the care of swallowing disorders. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialist.com.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Smith, Lewis & Chess, CPAs in Uniontown, would like to wish the Laurel Highlands girls basketball team and their coaches on having a successful basketball season this year.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network, where the Chartiers Houston Buccaneers just defeated the Laurel Highlands Phillies 43-22. Let's go over your final stats for the victorious Chartiers Houston Buccaneers, who improved to 4-2 overall. They were led by Ava Capizzoli, who had 13 points. She had 4 made threes. She was followed by Caden Buckingham, who had 8 points. She also had 2 made threes. Dominic Mortimer had 8. Ella Ritchie had 6. Kayla Brose had 6 off the bench. And Maya Mittrick had 2, both on made foul shots. They scored 8 in the first, 16 in the second, 11 in the third, and 8 in the fourth for their total of 43. They had 7 made threes, 4 of those by Capozzoli, 2 by Buckingham, and 1 by Mortimer. And they were 6 for 13 from the foul line for the day. For the Laurel Highlands Phillies, who fall to 0-8 overall, they were led by Ariana Griffith, who had 13 points. She had one of the 2 made threes for the Mustangs. She was followed by Ariana Sumter, who had 4 points. Alessandra Pecan had a made 3 in that first quarter, and Amaya Richardson with 2. They scored 3 in the first, 6 in the second, 9 in the third, and 4 in the fourth for their total of 22. They had 2 made threes, as we mentioned, 1 by Pecan and 1 by Ariana Griffith, and they were 6 of 11 from the foul line here today. So your final score, the Chartiers Houston Buccaneers 43, the Laurel Highlands Phillies 22. This afternoon's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV with Gary Smith and his staff. I'm Tony Anola with Jerry Dupay, and this has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation.